best of seven, and then 2 frames. If he goes one set, and then shoots out. That was about the previous one. Best of seven, best of seven.
So, this is now a quarter-final of the IPA Professional Trophy that we started in the event in Glasgow. Mr. Potts against Mr. Ward. Golden Boy against Boomerang. And by all accounts, it should be a cracker. Simon has just recently complained on his Facebook that he's playing like a numpty. If anybody finds his arms, can they please bring him to his room? It's a sets format. I don't think I've ever seen Simon miss a ball like that, so he's obviously feeling it. Perhaps a match against this man is just what he needs. He looked a lonely figure in that image, didn't he? Really? Not many people around just right now. Guy's going to screw into the red here, force the white ball back out. Nicely dinked. The scoring setting, as you see it there. I can't remember what I did last time. I think it's the outer ones that are the frame scores. Guy's a nice bit of left hand side, right hand side would have been, just to check the white off the cushion. Leave a bit more room between the white ball and the yellow. He's not going to want to do anything particularly difficult position-wise off that yellow in the right centre, so he's probably just left himself a touch straight here. Difficult to judge the bounce when you're putting check side on it as well, so might see a bit of key power here. Perhaps that's what he was worried about. Delicate now. Just got to get the white back down. Get as simple a pot as possible on that yellow. It's going to be testing my table leveling skills. By the looks of things, he is. Drag this in. Because I probably want to put a bit of right hand side on this. Bring the white away from that red because it's thin. He doesn't want to leave himself snookered. He played it with pace. An effort to avoid all that. And I think that's Mr. Potts demonstrating that he would rather leave it to a kiss than a bad roll. Make sure the pot. Let's see where that white goes. 1-0 lead to Gareth in this first set. So Wardy changes the butt end of his cue. For the boss, must be like a lead weight in that cue. Gives it a good old whack. I think the right shot here might be if you can plant those two reds on the right hand side of the table and flick it off the other one. I don't like the layout of the table on yellows. I think he's got too much work to do when he's not feeling confident. We'll see where he goes with it. Whatever he did, he didn't want that kiss. And you feel for him in this situation because you think it's almost like, you know, it's everything is hard work. If he did want to, he could play the yellow now off the left hand cushion, off the red and into the pocket. Wouldn't be a bad shot. It would leave him then an angle to develop the other yellow. So somewhere through this gap here. He plays it off the cush. Off the red. Now he's got a good angle here to be able to go across into the other yellow, which is where he wants to be really. So now the white kiss off that yellow. He did have the angle. He's going to take it in a minute. If he leaves his white pretty much where it was, he's fine. He didn't get the pot, but he's alright. The frame is still in good hands, you would suggest. Been a long day so far, ladies and gentlemen. 7 o'clock start. One thing that Gareth is always very able to do, any sign of weakness, he will pounce on it. Simon just looking to see if he's got the angle to play off the yellow and into that. Well, I don't think he has. He'd be relying heavily on fortune. Sometimes though, when you're not feeling confident on the ball, that's pretty much all that you've got. I think we're going to see a skill shot attempt here. Now, perhaps not. Well, that's an outstanding shot. Now he can't. If he can play yellow off the red and into the pocket, then fair play. What a finish that would be. Just looking there, if he can get the, you have to hit it hard to get the white, the yellow, the object ball to come to almost react off the red. So it's got to hit this pretty much in a dead straight line, quite firmly. And if he does that, the yellow should shoot off into the right centre pocket. And I think now he's looking at whether he can screw back. I prefer his first choice, but he obviously stood over the shot. He knows he's taking his time over it, so he's not rushing into anything. Yeah, he tried it. It was a difficult shot. And now Gareth going to be as ruthless as ever, you would assume. Nice shot there. Now we can just flick the red out a little bit into open play. So left himself with as little to do as possible. Got into that a bit much. There's a gentleman here from Home Leisure Direct, one of Gareth's principal sponsor, and I just sense just a little bit. I mean, I don't think Gaz would say it, but I do think he's conscious of it, and every little beep that you can hear, just heard one then. That's a focus. What's the word? When the camera finds its focus, that's the noise it makes. Beep. You can turn them off on most models. If there's any camera buffs out there, might lend in my camera, a proper Canon. Proper camera. Here we go. So we get a little bite. I do jest. There is nothing between Canon and Nikon. I just remembered I've got a Kit Kat Chunky. He's taking a photo of me.
Match on table 6, Jonathan Bushnell, Harry Owen. Jonathan Bushnell, Harry Owen, table 6. Professional match on table 12, Chris Hansen, Gareth. Gareth, table 12.
just returned from a bit of food, sorry. I was actually talking to the guy about cameras. Managed to take a picture where Wardy's braking, and you can see on the screen the delay. So the balls are still pretty much together on the screen, but they're flying all around the table in reality. Sad, I know, I'm sorry, but I thought it was quite interesting. Anyhow, Wardy needs to just plan this route quite nicely. Take this 1-9 to the bottom right pocket. Get it out of the way. Takes it into the bottom right, then the one into the left centre, then the one top left, and the one he's looking at a line up now into the bottom right, bottom left after that, and we're away. You can see quite clearly on camera too that the red passes into this pocket bottom right, so this is just as simple a way as the other. Left a bit more angle than he wanted there. He did pot it into the far side of the bag in fairness. Wondering if he can kiss that yellow, still leave himself a shot. You can just see guys looking down the line there. I wish I had my real camera. He's played it magnificently well. Well done, Simon. I do say that perhaps it's what he needs. A bit of a like a challenge to himself to really raise his game. The wonderful tones of elbow in the background. Wardy was so scared of getting snooker behind that yellow. Brought it miles back. Good on him though, done the right thing to make sure. And now it's 3-2. And after looking really like he couldn't string 4 or 5 balls together, Wardy looks back to himself. I know that Brown is watching at home. Bronwyn, my dear, I hope you're okay. I believe you're having some problems with the chat. I can't figure it out either, love. Maybe next time. I'll try and get it sorted tonight. We have had some fun on those chat rooms in the past, have we not? With the good old UK 8-ball crew. Shani, Marv. Gone are those days, love. Got no websites to go on anymore. Stream looks pretty reliable today, not had any issues up to now. Any problems, drop me a message on the Facebook. I'll try my best to help out, but can't always promise I've got lots of time to do it. It hasn't froze. Woody's just trying to get a good tight rack. Getting a bit frustrated now. There he is now, off and running. So first hand the white goes straight in off. Oh, and the black's gone down as well. The two players had a bit of a giggle with each other there because Gaz was off his seat. Wardy sit down. They've got another 15 minutes of Wardy trying to rack the balls now. Good lad, Si. I don't really like my new camera. Nice colours, isn't there? Nice bright colours. It is the IPA World Championships have been advertised for early next year. Make of it what you will. It's a good prize fund, a good event. I'm in the qualifier, my first competitive match for I can't tell you how long. Might even put it on the stream for you. What about that for a treat? So here we are, 3-2 again. First to 4 in these sets. And Wardy with a good break there. Probably going to elect to take yellows on. Just going to have a look down the line of the yellow, see if he can get to the potting angle on it. That's what he's looking at now. I think he can. And if he can do, then the plant is the first shot, get the white over to the so you pretty much cannon the red nearest the left centre bag. That's perfect, that is. Big deep breath, but he's okay. I think he can still get to the potting angle. It's going to be just flicking into the red. He wouldn't, if he does get the potting angle, he won't be flicking the arrow, I don't think. So, just make sure you get the right, that's it, get the right shot now. Touch, I know it's brave, but a touch of right hand side or just straighten the yellow up if you're struggling to get the requisite contact. Requisite, that's one for your books there, ladies and gentlemen. The Daniel Rush Bull vocabulary. There we go. Simon looking to play up the line on the pass of the other yellow. If he gets a flick on the black, it's alright. Should still be on the yellow to the bottom right band. We'll be digging down into this. That's okay. You would have wanted less angle, but you will have to suffice. Just give yourself a shot on it. Into the top left pocket. Get the white on and off one cushion. That's it, just past the centre of the table. He's looking there, but I would want to play it on the opposite side of the red. You don't want to be trying to judge the side coming near to that middle bag. Just play in between the two reds, it's natural angle. Off and on. That's it. And that's perfect. It's not a particularly difficult part, this. Just got to be careful because the angle again is taking the white off 2 cushions up behind the red. So either roll it in dead weight More plate with enough pace to change the angle. He's thinking about going up behind it. Careful with that side. Might just flip the red here. Done well. Came round wonderfully well. That's a very, very good finish. So, 3 each. We have a decider in the first set. I'm sure as Gaz sat there 3-0 up, he didn't expect to be in this position. He's got a giggle on his face as Gaz, just if you can see that. He's pulling his face. But Woody can't believe how he didn't go in off there. A red has been sunk. But in reality, his first shot is a yellow into the left centre on your screens. They are makeable. No doubt Gaz will always be disappointed if he doesn't get a finish he goes for. But that's not made things much easier. Bridging over a ball on a 6 foot, 7 foot putt. Oh god, putt. That's me golf coming out, that is. I love me golf lately. Best sport ever in the world after pool, of course. So that's gonna hold this frame up somewhat. Waddy from the valleys. Waddy love will go for a finish. I think Bordy's trying to cover the back here. He's disappointed because he knows Gaz can probably get one of those yellows past that red. And so it has proved. Thank God that stayed straight. That would have been my neck on the line, that would. Can just see Scott Higgins against Ben Davis in the other quarter-finals in this pro event. Anybody know Scott? Are we past the watershed yet? Let's have a look what time it is. No. Have to be careful then. Well, he missed the shot. Lifted his arms up, tensed his arms and shoved his chest out. Anybody who, as I say, knows Scott knows that he's built like the proverbial brick house. I thought he was going to explode for a minute. Somebody who looks like he could eat like 3 children for breakfast, you know what I mean? He's such a nice bloke, such a good laugh to be around, always got a cheeky face on him. But he looks to be struggling against Ben. I can't get a score update because I can't leave the commentary. However, that is my general impression. Good score. I'll take one each from the Turf Moor derby today. Malden Rovers settled for a point. 34 years is it since those 6-fingered dingles have taken the spoils away from us. Happy with that. So, Gaz takes ball in hand. Trying to find a way to get to finish his problems here. He's going to pop this yellow off the red, top through and carry up. What is he screwing back to try and do it? The other way he's going to move the other one. I'll do him. And now it looks like he's eyeing up playing it. Another safety shot. Oh god, guys, don't do this. I have this horrible feeling it's going to roll off at one of these ones and he's going to blame me. Now I wonder whether he's left enough of a gap for Wardy to get out. He must have done. Wardy looking at angles. confidence that he can get through. I think he just did all the line up that he thought he could get through, and he ended up thinking he's going to hit the yellow anyway. So, oh, look at that! How very artistic. Pushed the wrong button, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back to that screen. See what he does here. Doesn't like it at all. Simon knows what a massive shot this is. Needs to give it his 115% attention. And I think we're about there now. Up he goes. Now, if I was Gaz here, I'd be asking for a referee. It's not nothing to judge against Simon. It's just that you're not allowed to jump the ball with him jacking up. And if he does get it an extra bit of angle jumping out of the snooker, then that's, you know, you wouldn't want to. I'm not suggesting that, but what you don't want is Gaz questioning it. So for the sake of, you know, complete fair play, I'd just be getting a referee here. Well, he's got the yellow, so there's no foul. Well, it says to Gaz, go on then, get that. So Gaz is looking at, just needs to leave himself a good angle there on that, the yellow to the bottom right, after putting the one to the bottom left, just to be able to flick out the yellow that's held up in the top centre of the table. So that's the two that he wants to be able to develop. Doesn't think he's got the angle, but anywhere really along that. Perhaps he's going to hit the cushion a bit higher than that, looking at it now, but well, he's played a very strange shot there. I don't know if Gaz came out of the shot there not thinking what he was doing. I don't know. Got no explanation for it there. The shot now is a total snooker, I think, so he can go off one cushion, off the bottom cushion, into the yellow. Doesn't want to pot it, and he'll be happy with that. That's good enough for Simon. These are the situations where Gareth's instinctive world rules mindset has been built up over his, you know, fair to say short, but obviously, in many people's opinion, the best player ever to play this game. It's absolutely drilled into him. In situations like this where almost the relative simplicity of the rules can be quite baffling. I think that's a good shot from Gareth. Wardy's got some work to do if he wants to finish these. Ideally, Gaz wouldn't have wanted to leave him one of the other balls on the table for Simon to have a go at as his first effort. But leaving him where he is, I was probably going to elect to take the red into the right centre first. But he would have been originally thinking of that one to develop the black, so work to do. Probably fair to say that I don't think either player will have played in a frame this long this season, at least. Can the boomerang live up to his name? I think he's played that like that, knowing that he was going to leave. very little should you miss. This is a thin little vanilla slice for Gareth. He's looking at the in-off. I think it's thinner than that. I mean, that's my opinion looking at the angle from up here, but he's cutting it back, isn't he? So we'll see before Eden whether it likes it. Here he goes. In the background you can see Mr. Adam Davis. Scott Higgins, the guy I was telling you about. He's overcut it as Gaz. This is what Wardy wanted. Yeah, as I was saying, in the background you can see Scott Higgins, Adam Davis, Jason Remington, Ian Early. Some big players in every sense of the word. Brain ticking away. You can see the reaction. To play the, I think he wants to play the plant here really, and then in doing so leave himself an angle to perhaps get up into the black. Something, do develop something. So I don't think he can play this kill shot. The yellow looks too much in the right side of the pocket. Now he has no choice. Power this in. The white goes up and down the table. No, I think he has got enough angle to hit it. You see, he can hit it straight. Get the white up and down the table. We'll see here. I don't think screwing is the shot here, Simon. Top it in as much as you can, lots of top spin, get the white up the table, and then you're going to have to leave yourself the back double. My God, look at that ball go. He got into it far too much. Can't believe how much he got into that. He's only left himself now the cocked out. So unbelievable key power. I think that ball's still shaking. Cocked out double for what would be a soul destroyer for Gareth Potts, and we'll try and get his reaction should the ball go in. Stony faced. Perhaps a short toilet break is required. That was ridiculous, to say the least. What a magnificent comeback from the boomerang himself. Gaz, though, will be even more determined to turn that around. 1 set to 0. up to Mr. Ward in this IPA Professional Trophy quarter-final. Well, second set, and we'll hope for a little bit more the same. And Gaza put his hand up to apologise. Put his hand up to apologise. Got Mr. Brett Bailey in the background. trying to make me giggle. It's not going to happen, Brett. Behave yourself. That red, I don't believe, goes past the yellow into the left centre, so still a little bit of work to do here for Gaz. You watch now, it'll go past one, it'll just look stupid. Looks tight, and he's coming round now to have a look and see if it goes into the bottom left pocket, which I don't think it does. Gaz obviously believes he'll get it past, so that's the path he'll take. Followed by a... This is the one. And he managed to get it in off the yellow. So, Gareth determined. Not to like the first set. Staying in his memory. Gets off to a 1-0 lead. The second set. Gareth to break. I've seen enough of Gaz this past couple of weeks to last me a lifetime. Been decoding his Chinese masters DVD. Anybody'd like to catch that? Oh, he meant to play the kiss on the yellow. He missed it, put too much side on it. As I was saying though, if you'd like to catch that, you can find it on the Home Leisure Direct YouTube channel. I think that's just like youtube.com/Home Leisure Direct or Home Leisure. Just trying to got a few people who come and look at my screen for the score update on the match, and quite understandably their faces are pulled somewhat when they see the current score and they go, what on earth does that mean? It is, as I explained to the lovely Terry Lapsley. Bad contact there from Gaz, bemoaning his luck. Not much you can do about that, pal. Yes, Terry Lapsley, who's come down from Scotland to support her boyfriend Jack Whelan in this event. Jack, if you watch this back ever, you're not as good as me at golf, son. However much you want to play for, I'm ready for you. Don't anybody tell him I said that, please. Apparently Jack tells me he used to play off 5. That's ridiculous, isn't it, really? 14.7 I'm off at the minute. Well, Wardy in moving that ball will have made Gaz's day, because that's the only ball that he could use to open up that pocket. Now he can't use it. Even you're not slicing that in. Bad animal. Quite cleverly elects to play
In the last 6 balls, over 1, Dave Mitchell, Dean Spot. Dave Mitchell, Dean Spot, over 1.
Safety shot to just contain the match.
John Silly, Brett Bailey's over 9. 13, Michael Collum, Craig Wexcock. Michael Collum, Craig Wexcock's over 13.
Oh.
15, Alec Cadell, Lee Thacker.
I think if Gaz watches this back, there's been 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 things that have happened that have just proved to go against him. Things that he couldn't expect, you know. I mean, and all credit to Simon for taking off that finish in the deciding frame of the first set. Then a kick there and a little flick here, and before, when Simon broke, the white went straight in off and the black followed it. Just these little things in short format set races, they can have a big effect on the outcome. Oh, he just needs to, think about it. If he smashes into it, the red's going away. Just leave himself a shot on one of the yellows and he's alright. I think he's worried that the red is going to kiss off the one knuckle into the other one and actually not go in the pocket. Right, Simon, another plant is fine. Oh, he's hit this so hard. Yeah. He does like to hit them plants with paste into it. It really really gives the ball a chance to drop both balls. Now he's got a monster shot to pull off, when really he hasn't got it. Well, some distance on him. In frustration with himself, nothing else, he punches the table and Yeah, the little things that, you know, Simon isn't known for doing. You know, he's a renowned finisher. So for these little mistakes to creep in for him. With no real sense as to why it's happening. It does frustrate very much. Gareth though. 2-0 now in this second set. Yeah, I think I need to improve that scoreboard, don't I really? Is it really only 20-5? It feels a lot later than that. It's like being in a casino when you're doing this. You never know what the real time is because it's just dark in here all the time. Another good smash. Reds will be elected here. On the first shot, if you can get through to it. Bottom the red, bottom left, and just screw up into the yellow. Bottom right, I meant, sorry. Screw up into the yellow or the red. It's fine, that is. Just worth leaving that red that is closest to the yellow, the white, where it is for the time being, just because it offers a nice natural route for him then and finish. Just trying to tell the naughty boys and girls to quieten down a little bit. Perfect, that is for Simon. Makes a nice sounding cue, doesn't it? 2-1. So frame number 3 in this second set. Dry break. And arguably, there in the frame, you've got the best player from England, the best player from Scotland, and the best player from Wales. My God! Oh, sorry you didn't get to see that on the full screen, but he didn't spend long over it. That's probably unfair on some of the Welsh contingent. I don't think there's very much between any of them, in fairness. I wouldn't like to pick a winner when you've got those players. You know, you've also got Mr. Shepherd to throw into the mix as well. Simon swings his cue through the air. And Gaz is straight onto the table. The player from Scotland I was referring to was Mr. Mark Boyle. Interesting match-up between he and Ben Davis on the cards before long. Wouldn't like to call that one, but certainly a fantastic game in the off. I would hope that they'll be streaming that from somewhere. Hopefully they'll get Maxi to do it. Always does a great job of the streaming up there in Lecos. Gutted. Just had a squeeze of my. Gotta finish this sentence quickly. Squeeze of my Kit Kat. I thought I had some left. What an awful feeling that is. I was just playing the yellow off the cushion into the red. Take the pocket. Tie the red up. Make it a long way back for Simon.
Next match on table 6. Lee McPherson, Zach Shepherd. Lee McPherson, Zach Shepherd, table 6. To the World Qualifier on Sunday morning, 25 to enter, looking for qualifying for the World Championships.
Did you say Sunday morning? I thought it was tonight.
Before tonight, so they're all going to be done tonight. Next match on table 2. Joe Stewart, Rob Chambers. Joe Stewart, Rob Chambers, table 2.
Isn't it great? It was after most shots, there's like a whoosh of the arms or of the head. The most flamboyant kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Well, patting run was going to have to come to a run and end at some point.
Match on 211, Boyle, James Broxton. Boyle, James Broxton, 211. There's not an awful lot of insight I can give on pool in general. When it gets like this, particularly between these two lads, you just have to kind of let it rumble, do his own thing. The pair of them are looking to give themselves a chance at a decent skill shot. Gal's trying to put Simon in trouble.
Could just wait for Simon to get out of the way, but trying to see if he might be able to. Oh, well, he's always playing confidently, and I like this. A good effort. Oh, wrong table over there. Jimmy Croxton playing against Mark Boyle. That would have been a good one for the TV table. That must be one of the semi-finals. At the end of another marathon frame by these two player standards. Mr. Potts comes out victorious and takes a 3-1 lead in this second set, but does trail 1-0 in sets. Might we be seeing? I'm not even saying it. Wardy to break. Another ridiculous smash. You get some wham bam in these breaks.
match on table 3. Bickworth, Matthew Peel. Bickworth, Matthew Peel, table 3.
Simon, not one for taking a lot of time over finishes really, but he's clearly wanting to get this right. I think it's a good sign. I mean, I don't want to say critical. I don't want to say it's difficult to critique those that are far superior to you in talent, but one of my often observations about the Welsh lads is that I don't feel that they give the finishers the respect they deserve all the time, and I know Wardy won the last tour and played out of his skin. A lot of his ability should be winning tours and should always be making quarters and semis and subsequently. You know, that's a good sign that he's perhaps just, if he's not 100% sure, then he's going to hold back. And there he goes. Knew how important that finish was. He took it off. 3-2 now in this second set. Goes to break, and no doubt he'll be praying for a nice split and an easy run. The split he has got. The run, not necessarily. It's reds. You can play the red to the top right first, the white off the cushion. They develop the two reds that are just a bit awkward touching each other. He's going yellows, is he? Okay, fair enough. That's me told. Gareth appears to have taken these out with aplomb. Nothing to it, he says. For Mordy, for the mental effort he'd put into that, finish in the 4th frame, 5th frame. Would be mightily disappointed to see Gaz just knocking a finish like that for note. So now we have 2 frames. A best of 2, effectively. Good break from Gaz. He's got a ball. There is a finish there for him. Some work to do here. The yellow doesn't go past. Red, so Gaz is probably just looking to nudge this red out of the way now. He has done to a point. He can play it cushion red and in the pocket, which will suffice. Just gonna touch awkward this now because so 2 breaks and dish puts Gareth Potts' advantage in the match. But however you look at it, both players have got to win this. Next frame.
12. Gareth Ribbett, Andy Worthington. Gareth Ribbett, Andy Worthington, table 12.
So it's the final frame of this match, that's for sure. And Wardy would love a break dish. Call me a wet lettuce, but he's got a ball. A red's gone down and he'll settle for those. Just take your time with him, mate. Set us to a black ball shooter. See, for me, you call me a wet lettuce. Probably call me worse than that, but I can't really say that on air. If you come to a black ball shootout, or if you come to like me, if I was like Simon there and I had to win the frame for if I go to a black ball shootout, I'd probably throw it because I'm crap at blacks at the best of the time. So I wouldn't want to be on like the stream tweaking blacks. You have to hello Daniel, you have to pop 5 blacks, so you have to have a go at 5 blacks. Oh god, the only human in history to miss 5 in a row, that'd be me. Just had confirmation from Mr. Marsh that he will be joining somebody in the commentary box for the next match. Hopefully I'll be able to get somebody else in and do a bit of camera work. Still, this is a little bit awkward, I think. Simon needs to take his time here. Can he punch it off the side? So there we are. It is a black ball shootout. I'll just reset the scores. Gareth goes first. Sinks the first one. Simon to go next. Okay, this. I really do dislike this. Does he have to hit it that hard? One each. Gareth with his second attempt. Steadies himself. With a completely different approach to the shot from Simons. And I'm not saying it's any more successful because I think Wardy did one where him and Raybone were 24-25 or something like that. One of them won. Ridiculous. Yeah, I don't think he's quite hitting it hard enough. 2-2. Oh, love it. Three-two. 100% for both players so far. Three-three. Probably as good a shot. Hey, oh, what's going on there? As good a shot from me as it is from any. Four-three to Gareth. Four each. Bronwyn, my dear, I hope you didn't teach him how to do this shot. It does create an incredible amount of tension. Effortless from both players. So, assuming Simon, I'm not going to do that yet. And he has. So now that both players have completed their initial 5 goals at the black successfully. The next 5 are taken from the brown spot. Gareth misses his first one. So now it's advantage Simon. From the brown spot. I wonder if the same approach will be taken. It looks an harder shot from this camera, doesn't it? It is. And a muted applause from the audience, but I think you can just sense the tension with it. What a game. It was a great game of pool. I mean, congratulations to Simon on getting through, and this will be one worth watching back. Well done.